Hey, this is Andre Farnell, Better Body Expert TV, and that right there is either a hawk or a turkey vulture on top of a electrical wire. It's crazy how big these things are. I'm in Penn Valley, California, by the way. I've seen deer, I've seen hawks, and he won't move. That is so crazy. So anyway, as I'm fascinated, this is really a bird, a real bird too. He's not moving. I think he's sunbathing. It could be some crazy omen. But anyway, what's up? So today I wanted to speak to you about my tie. Look at my tie. If you could get a picture of it, check it out. This tie, hopefully you can see it. This tie took me about an hour and a half to tie. Hopefully you can see how beautiful and intricate it is. It's not a normal tie. It took an hour and a half to tie a tie, people. And it's not because I don't know how to tie a tie. I know how to do a tie. I've been tying them since I was like 9 years old for Easter. And I saw this knot called an Eldridge knot, right? I saw it in a magazine and I said, wow, I'm going to rock that because that looks cool, it looks stylish, it looks fashionable, and you know that's who I am, who I've chosen to be. And what it blew my mind. It took 15 steps to tie this tie. I'm talking about over, under, through. I took it apart. This tie was kicking my butt. So, and it took me Google. I had to go on YouTube. I watched maybe 15 videos of the same tying of this Eldridge knot. I was determined. I was committed, right? Determination, it takes determination, it takes some commitment to make fitness happen. So I looked around in my life and I said, yo, what do I do that really gives me sort of like the same sort of feel? And I came up with working out. I came up with how I am in my relationship with my fiance. I'm determined, I'm committed. I came up with, and then I asked myself, where did that come from? You know, where does it come from? And I wasn't always the person that can follow 15 steps through 5 or 10 different YouTube videos to figure out how to just to tie a tie. This is a small thing, right? In the grand scheme of life. Look, tying this tie, even though it is kind of cool, tying this tie like this, you know, it isn't a great, big, huge thing. But look at how I do the little things, right? So I had to look at my life and I said, just now, through tying the tie, which is why I'm making this video, I said, how did this come to be that I would do this? And what I came up with was fitness. Every time I work out, it feels like a win to me. So I'm able to, to build up on my wins, like it's sort of like a snowball effect. Wow, these birds are crazy. They're beautiful. Anyway, I'm able to go ahead and pull into a winning attitude, a winning feel all the time. It's sort of like a successful. So I knew that the tie was going to get tied no matter what. Even if it took me 2 days to learn how to tie this tie, I would have did it. And that's just a tie. But it also trickles into the rest of my life. So it's also something that I noticed in a lot of my clients and a lot of successful people in general, is that they become successful and train up these things without even knowing it a lot of times. And you should be able to transfer being the person that can be disciplined enough to go through the 15 steps to do the little things, but also disciplined enough to go through the 15 or 20 steps to do something that is really important to you. So like struggling with fitness or something like that, it really is within your power to be able to make it happen. So this is what I came up with as a quick way to figure out how to get from point A to point B is write down the thing that you want to accomplish. Once you write it down, write down the sub steps, and then sort of kind of forget about the goal and just focus on the one step, the next step. And like that's sort of what I had to do with even tying this tie. It's sort of what you do with fitness. You don't focus on, hey, the whole time, this is what my body is going to look like when I do this. Because if you look in the mirror and don't see that, then you got an issue, you got a problem, right? So you focus on the step itself, which that day would be the workout, which for me was go under the first thing. Once you get that, then focus on the next thing. Don't focus on how the tie is going to look at the end. Don't focus on how the body is going to look at the end. That's what everybody does, and they get disheartened when they look in the mirror and it's not there, or they can't notice it coming. Anyway, so follow one step, focus, one step, focus. So write down that goal, look at that goal, the goal is set. Find the steps to get it, 1, 2, 3, 4, or in this case, 15. Hope this tie, it looks cool, right? And you know, figure out that you focus on the step, and then guess what? When all 15 steps are done, pow, you got a tie like this. After 4 weeks of working out, and now you take measurements or you step on a scale, you see the outcome. Focus on the steps, not always the end result. So as I always say, you are greater than any circumstance. You're greater than any past conditioning, and only you are responsible for sharing the authentic version of yourself with the world. It's been Andre Farnell, and you're on Better Body Expert TV in Penn Valley.